Yeah, let's go. So let's get started this party. We have Gopal here playing onto the side of the map. He's playing Hausa. So very strong Civ here. So the wonder is what he's gonna bring to the table with this. So playing with the default name Abu Bakir Atiku. And with PistolPete Prim Brits.
Yes.
And we have here again once again Pogo Play with us. And Pogo Play, what do you think about this matchup?
Hey, Kavern. Hey, it's a good matchup. I think British and Hausa. It's kind of a historical matchup as well. The British did colonize parts of that part of Africa where the Hausa people live. Overall, I do believe that Hausa has the tempo advantage. They can use Songhai to be very aggressive and raid. But you know, I think that long, mid, and late game, I think British is the favorite here. So I kind of I don't know what to expect. I personally find PistolPete to be a very talented British player. I know it's one of his main civilizations, so I'm expecting a very solid game from him. Very, very solid. Do you know if Gopal is a Hausa main, or do you think he has another one?
I don't know. I need to check here. Let me open Discord here. I'll be able to tell you a little bit more info on these guys. Let me just log into Pit for a little bit while I do that. Yeah. Feel free to carry it away.
So I mean, we have PistolPete who I don't, if you guys have seen him before, he is a British player, but he plays unconventional strategies as well. So he can play your classic British, but he does also like the outlaw plays, and he can do outlaws very effectively because British tend to boom really well. So I think that's one of the strategies that he can use to kind of turn the game around on the Hausa player and kind of dictating the tempo by being aggressive, right? Hausa does have these amazing cards and influence and griots that can help him overcome outlaws, but overall it's still going to be difficult, especially on a map as big as this that it has so many resources. I think British can boom very, very well, and Hausa needs to be very aggressive. Oh, so no outlaws from PistolPete. That is surprising. I thought he was going to make some outlaws. He does have a more classic British deck. He does have the Longbowman cards as well, and Greenwich Time, which is a card that grants you a trading post and improves your ability to your age up time, right, for each trading post that you have on the map. So that's interesting. The name of the deck 1v1 LL Cav. It sounds like he's going to go full cavalry to meet the Hausa aggression.
Interesting.
Again, interesting.
Yeah, he might want to do some dragoons, I suppose. I think PistolPete is a very round-up British player. I think this is one of his main civs, and he doesn't necessarily boom too much with the housing space. We were talking about this today, and I was talking how I really like the Virginia Company card, but it doesn't work in every. I just don't know when not to use it, because that's probably the thing that I like to do the most, and I do it every time, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So but he was actually talking about how he can play against China, and why he doesn't have all the booming behind with the villagers. So we might expect anything from PistolPete playing Brit. So he can boom, he can play more aggressive, and I think he's playing the matchup. He's trying to play against Hausa. He's not thinking, oh, I want to get 40 villagers by 7 minutes. I don't think that's his plan. You see what I mean?
No. There are players that always play the same way, no matter who they face or what they face, and there are players that adapt. And I think PistolPete is one of those guys that, having so much experience with British, he knows how to adapt to the different challenges ahead of him. And I think he's going to do that very well. Look at the dead though, coming from our Hausa Gopal. 3 vills, 1 fort.
Yeah, it got up some meme decks. That's the my guided card is a bit of a meme, according to Nick. He doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
The Great University for educational purposes increases the university build limit. Yeah, I don't think that's a great card. He's good for that. Oh no. No, he's going for the Palace of Aminas. Okay, let's go. So that's gonna. Did he jump with the Song guy? No, he jumped with the Berbers. So, so he's gonna start doing Berbers here. Interesting.
Yeah.
So probably a little. Or is it Morocco? No, it's Berbers. Okay, so you're gonna be seeing some booming here. As a response to a boom from Brits, and possibly you might be scared that Brits is gonna just have a bunch of musketeers, and therefore your Song guy might not work. But even against musketeers, if you cash early and if you're there with like 15 very fast-paced raiders, you can actually put a lot of pressure into Brits, and at the beginning of the game it can actually really hurt, and then you come with archers to finish it off, right? Once he start getting a lot of musketeers and you have a lot of archers, and that's gonna be you're gonna clean him up. If you manage to clean him up, then the only problem, like sometimes for me playing against Brits, if they have a lot of houses everywhere, is the pathing of the riders just not gonna work very well. So
that's true.
If you go for some sort of Virginia company, if I see a TP, I will go Berbers, because I would be too scared to face someone with Virginia company doing houses with no pathing for my riders.
That's true. That's very true. But again, we don't. Pistol doesn't have that many manners, and he only has a few. And at the same time, he is still focusing on making pikes rather than cavalry. And it's a safe bet, right? Like, he wants to hold off and he wants to delay the push from Hausa. But he has to be careful, because Hausa units, the Fulani archers in particular, will melt pikes like they're nothing, right? So you have to be careful with that.
Yeah, he's also stopped with the Berber production, and he's going more for using the influence to get Berbers camels, so a bigger pressure. But I think that's a mistake. If you went with Song guy, then you get the raiders. I say riders before, but they're raiders. Raiders are just better. The Berber camels are okay against Cav, but they are not okay against infantry, right? So, and I think it's a good mix with both of them, but you're just missing the point with Berbers. You want to get the extra villagers. It's just like playing without any economy behind, when you have such an economy good chance to actually have that economy. But a good pickup here, a very early reaction with the militia, but it's paying off. It's cleaning up a whole batch of Fulani here.
Fulanis, yeah.
But I don't know if it was really worth it. I don't know if I would. I'm very reluctant to Pogo to use militia like this, because I think it does your last response, and then and it can save your time. It can save your life. These units. But now that you don't have that anymore, I feel naked. You know what I mean? So I tend to use only if I really have to, as a last resort. And my opponent is overcommitted. Like I'm running away with my units right here, and then he has units right here. Then I do a pop-up Minuteman on the back, and my units are here. And then I go all in. I try to sort of go like that. But if my opponent is like here poking me, I just move my villagers over there, and I try to poke with the cross. He has some crossbows being produced as well. I wouldn't move. I thought that was a little bit of a reaction from Pete here.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I mean, he wanted to get Hausa out of his base so he can gather resources again. So again, yeah, he was a little bit of an overreaction, but at the same time, nothing really dramatic here, because I don't think Hausa is coming back to punish him and to push his base again. I think Hausa got a little bit too afraid of that mass, and he's just pulling back.
Nah, he's gonna come back. The Hausa only ages after the other guy ages, and I don't like that he's sitting over here with his units. Okay, he finally put them back. I like that. Sitting your units on there is a bad mistake. You can be caught up with them, especially raiders against longbows with 5 pikes. That would have been kind of GG. But I like that he's going longbows. So I mean, look at the base. It's really hard to move around here. It's still movable. Maybe like a house here and here, another house here. Then this is really hard to move around here.
A little bit of a problem here. He missed the batch of Huss. He was training one Huss and he forgot his batch here. But other than that, he's doing well. Look at the longbowmen with the range. They can trade very well against the Fulanis.
Come on, Pikes. Let's go. Yeah, that just gotta control the Pike now.
Yeah. Good micro on Pistol.
They still have a lot of cav, but there's a have 5 Hus coming, so that's gonna really help. He just needs to focus on the Fulani, I think. Even though he's focusing on the cav, it's not. I don't know. I never know. I should focus one on the other, to be honest. Because the Fulani, that's what kills the pikes, right? So I tend to focus on that, and then the pikes would go there. But because since he had actually killing the Fulani wasn't the main thing for the only danger for his crossbows was the cav, so he focused cav. But I think that sometimes they get so many range resist. I think the Berbers are not, but some, for example, you take a Hussar, it has 20 range resist. A longbow, it does nothing to a Hussar, so you're like basically wasting all your power. So just better to just kill the Fulani, lose the archers later. But you kill the whole Fulani, or you're focusing all your crossbows into a single Hussar. You don't kill the Hussar and you die, and the guy has the Fulani still. You see my point?
No, I see your point. And I think that, I mean, ultimately PistolPete defended very well. He focused on cleaning up the cavalry and the Fulanis, which is a fair choice. And if you look at it, like the eco for British is looking quite strong. Very strong, very solid. He has plenty of villagers. He has plenty of army. And he's comfortable right now. He's on 40 vills. He's producing batches of both Hoss, Pike. He has a very diverse composition, which makes it very hard to counter, right? If you only have one type of unit, it's easy for your opponent to counter you, right? If you have 2, 3, 4 types, it gets messy and it requires more effort, right? Look, we are a 2k lead for the British, which is not that uncommon given that they're such a boomy civ. But I think now British is going to look for an opportunity to maybe herd Hausa, or maybe, you know, make them think about twice about attacking them.
So his name is GopalHardWaj. Is it Bardway? I think it's their name. That makes sense, because I was thinking it's Gopal, and I always see hard. I was focusing on the English word. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Oh, nice.
Nice. The fight
going down. Oh no, those raiders are coming in a little bit too soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't chase anti-cav with pikes. I would leave the pikes here, and then I would. Yeah, the problem with this now, we are moving with the Hussars too much, but he's running away against Berber Camaradas because the Berbers actually counters Hussars. Yeah. So I do understand what he's trying to go for. It does make sense, and actually, British are really chilling. You should have a massive lead of longbows. He's now losing another batch of raiders here in the midst of everything. Now, I think you should be happy here if you're Pete right now.
No, Pete is solid. Pete has not lost a single battle in this entire game. So every battle that Hausa has started has unfortunately lost. And because they haven't really lost many of their units, British can also boom quite comfortably right now. If Hausa doesn't invest in military, he's going to get pushed. If they do, British is still going to outboom, outrest, and win the game. So Gopal is in a very difficult position between, he's in a rough position. He's going to have to make a decision real soon on whether or not he wants to commit to this H2 or maybe go for a Fortress era play.
Yeah, he needs to age. If he doesn't have to age, he now he needs to counter this. But I think sorry, age was a mistake saying that. But he's losing like anti-cav like crazy. Once this goes down, all the Hussars we just dude, this is over. Gopal is not macroing very well. PistolPete is just showing a very classy British gameplay. He's spreading like cancer throughout the map, taking all the hunts. I mean, it does show that he really plays British very well. And I like the crossbows initiation, even without walls. No walls against house, he was just relaxed, and he's playing a phenomenal game.
Yeah, no. I think no mistakes by Pete. So in a tournament level, you want to bring your best. You want to bring your best save, and you want to start strong. And I think that's what he did this time. He didn't want to risk it. He went for his main, and now he's doing damage.
Oh yeah, the hussars as well on top of everything. That's why I would like to have with the Berbers. I normally go greedy. You gotta go greedy with the Berbers. And then I really love this card. I think Palaco is just an amazing card for Hausa. It just makes your food income, so I don't have to put too many people on food. I'm really chilling, having people always switch between coin and wood. And then you don't have to have many villagers on food, and you can still have villager production and still making military, add bunches at 2 barracks and no stop, right? And you still, without even using too many at the livestock market, you can keep on making. Now you're making like batches of 2 barracks at least, plus Berbers or non-stop, right? But you gotta do these things first. You know, it's a slower tempo way, but he did like 1 Berber and then he went straight into the Berber camera rider, and I think that's where he lost the plot there. But for the Berber to work, you gotta boom. You gotta be really greedy.
And look at the cattle too. The cattle is very fat and juicy, and you can trade that cattle for resources. And he's not doing that because realistically, it's not gonna matter. He won't be able to get those units out in time. And just that's basically it. That's the game. When you have a 10k lead, you just gotta call it. I understand it's a tournament, but you gotta know when the moment is to just call it.
No, he knows.
And I think Pistol did.
I think this is gonna be a very interesting match between these 2 guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades, we are back to another castle series between Gopal and PistolPete. This is round 3, guys, by the way. So these guys, they both like 1400 elo players. They are very well balanced, and I think we're gonna see a great game here. This is one of the best teams in the game. We are opening up with the market of stock and with the famous granary. I want to see probably some Songhai opening here against USA, and Gopal playing USA. We have here just getting that Black Panther to 40 food treasure. So what do you think about this matchup? You got any clue what's happening here, Pogo?
I mean, it's just USA, right? USA is one of those civs that are very, very strong because they have so many builds. I personally like Hausa into this matchup because how aggressive they can be. It's one of the few civilizations that I find do extremely well against USA if they choose to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So again, I do believe
Songhai
Hausa is gonna be the way forward.
Ooh, or Hausa water, that could be cool as well. Actually, I don't know that build yet, but I will find out and I'll tell you later.
I think Gopal just took that. Yeah, Gopal stole that treasure from PistolPete. There you go, 60 coin.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That does help his age up time. Now let's see his deck. Okay, so he's not going for the German crap, which I think that would be a mistake. At FF, he's just so much better. But he does have the H2 regions card, which I dislike because I don't think they're as strong in H2, and it's too expensive for you to do them anyway. But I think this card works better with the German one because you got a better economy, right? Yeah. So you gotta choose your battles. But overall, solid deck. Because USA you get 4 extra cards during your age ups. So yeah, nothing really crazy. And I think you get less cards at first, less choices, but then later on you get more than 25 because you get 2 per age up. So if you manage to go to age 4, then you get so you got 2. You're gonna get 2 here. That's 2 more. That's 4 into 20. That's gonna be 25. And then if you go to age 5, you get 2 more cards. So you actually it's better first, but then get better later the longer it takes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think overall, I mean, if you look at it, he has a plan, and he said he's gonna go for the Pennsylvania federal state option, and he has an idea of what he wants to play. PistolPete needs to disrupt that plan if he wants to win. He needs to prevent USA from going that late. It's his game to win, and he has to be the one dictating the tempo. He can't be playing passive because it's not going to go well. USA late game is scary. Too scary to be left alone. Too easy to boom, too easy to defend. Especially Fortress H USA is something else. You just gotta respect that, and you gotta adapt to it.
Okay, so going for the song guy. So he gonna have to really be aggressive. I would even thinking putting like a forward base here. Honestly, this is gonna be such a clutch game. He needs all the time that he can get, and I think he's already missed macroing. I don't think he's gonna be able to get constant batches of cav because he's mismacroing this. He already has the wood. I don't know if he sold another cattle a bit too early. I don't know why he's going for more wood. You don't unless you go for archers, but you gotta build the university as fast as you can. At this time, it could have been like halfway through with that. But yeah, so now he's going for more wood. I don't know why. This is not okay. I think he's gonna go for archers because you
He
either
needs to mix it up, right? He needs the archers a little bit because the
no. You wanna start with raiders first, and then you transition into archers later.
I'm running out of baguettes.
It's just
I need
better
more
timing,
baguettes. Fuck
Pogo,
me.
because you can actually literally have.
Maybe I'm gonna go out later to buy more.
Who is using this? I don't know. It's out of the baguette. I heard that. I don't know where this comes from. Sometimes I hear that stuff. I don't know. Maybe. Did you hear that? No,
I didn't hear anything. Nope.
I don't know. I'm going crazy.
I don't know what you're hearing, but yeah, the H2 is coming up, and you say that it's better to transition later into archers, and I agree. But I think that it's not a bad idea, and I think the wood that he did use it. He didn't make any units. He built the university and a war camp. So again, I think he's still gonna get those raiders like you want, like you said. He's gathering the coin. He's
now you age up with a war camp.
Yep.
So you don't need to chop wood because you sell your wood, and then so now, for example, you need the coin. You get the age up coin when you age up with Song Guy to make more Berbers, right? And that's why when you age up, you normally you get that coin with the sell a cattle. Then you can upgrade your coin, and then you get a full batch of the raiders. Plus, with the Palace of Amina, you manage to get another batch with the big button, right? So it's already delaying too much on there. It's just about timing. This is like, and the house does very well up against like taking a trading post is a very good thing, but Gopal playing H2, completely catching this out of surprise. So now, but then for. Yeah, this is very good play for Gopal. He's expecting a rush, so he's done Musketeers with the Minutemen. And he's playing economic behind all of this, so we did lack to see what was happening on this side of the map, but we have sent the bank in the 700 wood, and plus another bank with the trickle there. You do lose 10% gathering rate from the late game is kind of bad. But for now it's okay, and it's
a good trickle.
It's a very good trickle. It's basically 2 banks for USA right here. So very boomy economic wise, but you have a little bit to defend yourself. This can be still overcome by House very easily. Like he's distracting there, putting him here, damaging his economy and keeping him in H2. It's exactly what you want. And at some point now, we want to be seeing some archers coming out. So he ships 700 wood, which is either you want to go 700 wood or you get 5 raiders. If you had 5 raiders, you put up more pressure, but maybe it was the right thing to do because you can see here is overproducing units. So by being there early, you'll be able to scout all of this, and then he gets 700 wood and he can actually make crossbows. And there you go. We go.
Yeah, he's gonna make double batches of Vulanis. That's good. That's really good. He hasn't lost that many raiders though. He hasn't lost that many raiders.
He needs to gather the wood first and maybe sell a cattle now. He's not gonna be able to produce many. Yeah, definitely. You have to sell your cows in the beginning of the game. That's just how it goes. Anything about 200 something at this point is always good to sell it. You just need to keep on putting on his house on the field. You need the mass. You need the mass. You need the pressure. You need to be in his face. You need tempo. And that's what house is all about. And I would have shipped 5 Raider 7 Fulani. The 700 wood is a bit slow for me. I already have cows. It works. It's very it's not nothing that it doesn't work. I just think you're losing time. And it's all about tempo. It's all about having this in your face. When you have 5-10 musks, I can still kill everything you have just with raiders. I can still kill your musks with raiders, and then I ship 6-7 Fulani. I just destroy everything you have because I'm in your face, putting pressure. But when you
micro there.
Yeah,
getting out of that trouble.
Yeah, very true. That was a beautiful escape.
Very good micro from Pistol. He could have lost that army.
100%. And very good decision to leave the battle though. Oh, gonna get a little bit of. I think a village will just be okay. You can see, look at this guy. 50 damage on like 3-4 volleys of all his skirms. Now he's getting like more damage here. Oh, a bad pop here from him. You're actually gonna lose a couple of anti-cav here. But managed to take out the husk though. At least that is out of the way. Now he can snare this. The Fulani is gonna do a lot of damage. I mean, this is looking pretty good for Hausa now. It's so hard to rush Hausa at this early stage of the game. But yeah, the Fulani in the back, that does not look good for Gopal now. He's gonna have major losses here.
I mean, PistolPete played that very smart. He does have the better composition now. He did hurt the USA troops who are now in full retreat, but again, this is not a convincing. This is not the game is not over. Like he had a good engagement, but
you have a big mess here.
Yeah, Gopal has a good eco as well. Like he's not behind economically. Should invest in more military units because otherwise he runs the risk of getting pressured and housed and idled. But other than that, I think he's still good. He still has a TP, whereas Hausa does not, so they have a better shipment curve as well. Hausa is now going to build a TP, very late TP.
That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put out units, right? You already done the 2 traps. You have wood upgrades, and normally that's how it goes. You already invested into a whole university, and you invest into a palace. So you already done so much economic stuff for your influence that if you go for TP, it's too greedy. It's too greedy. And it normally doesn't work. So at this point, 11 minutes, actually doing that TP within range of the universe is amazing. Yeah, so very good reminder of getting more influence now. So you can see here, this is on 2.6 per second of influence. Look at the influence. I mean, you don't see that with China or exports. Like influence is a more cheap resource.
Yeah.
Think it this way. Then exports just give you better shipments. But USA has a very scary mass as well. He's playing H2 with this deck, which is impressive in his own Helmutonian economics. We had a very good trickle, getting some nice pickles there with the villager. Didn't get to manage. He's losing a lot of. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. You don't lose raiders like this. You don't want to do this. Your house.
Look at PistolPete's score now. Skyrocketed.
It was a mistake. That was a big mistake with the raiders. You don't throw raiders away. They are a bit more expensive. I think he just needs to do a mess of Fulani, and he over-invested into the Javelin Riders. And the Javelin Riders is a good response, but he's just lacking the mass because he did not send. And he went for Fodio, which is a good. And also went for Spice Trade. He went for Palaku, I think, as well. So he's playing the economy one, but he's pushing it as well, which is it might work later, right? But it's a bit too greedy, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. I think he should have been taking. He's letting USA grow in the game, and it's USA. I'm not comfortable with this anymore. As a Hausa player, I want to have like a bunch of Fulani, chilling, like I'm killing this, laughing. I want to play like this. I don't want him to have more than 10 units at a time. That's how you normally play a house, like annoyingly in your face. So you ship this 5 Fulani here, you're putting major damage into this military early on. But at this point, with that many hussars, you just now you're taking age up. I think USA is gonna wants to age up at some point. He has the coin for that, and he's chopping coin, which is a mistake, I think, because he has 2 trickles, right? He has a bank and the trickle. I mean, not your trickle. He has a bank, so I think he's probably getting caught up without map control. There is a hunt over there, and he's already migrating with the walls, which is okay, but he definitely needs to take the control of the macro here, or he'll be in trouble.
Yep.
And Hausa has all the map control, so Hausa is chilling in terms of resource. You definitely want to put this on the back. Yeah, very good, very good.
Gopal very smart, keeping his Hus behind and using his Hus when he needs to, right?
Yes.
So absolute beautiful macro and good decision making from Gopal.
On the flag.
Yeah.
The perfect fight for him. Perfect fight for him.
Absolutely.
We've seen fights like this in this tournament where people just drag box and send the Cav in front. It's just a bad mistake. Look how you're saying, like, he came with the flank, right? He came with the flank, so he started losing units. It looks pretty bad at first. But interesting game. Let's just hop into the game and then we talk over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, PistolPete playing the Russians. You know, Russians are very controversial Civ. Some people place the Russians at the bottom of the tier list. Some players do tend to think it's a good Civ, and I think it is it's a kind of civilization that if you don't lose in the first 10-15 minutes of the game, you manage to come back and become unstoppable. And it's one of those Civs that it does very well in treaty. It's a very powerful civilization. You train batches of 3. It's a scalable Civ, but it can lack on the short term, and it can just lose. If you don't take map control, you lose the control, you lose the game. So that tends to be a lot of where Russians are really lacking a lot. How about Ethiopia? I'd like to open that to us. Hugo.
No, I mean, absolutely. I think you're right. Ultimately, Russia is a civilization that has a lot of people, a lot of different opinions, right? Some people play it at a very high level. Some people can't play it at that high level. However, in a face matchup between Ethiopia and Russia, I personally like Ethiopia quite a bit. Ethiopia, if they do shuttles, jab riders, and Bisteiros, they can absolutely dominate Russia. And the thing is, people need to understand that Ethiopia is a civilization that has the tools to deal with Russia, that has a good tempo as well. I think they can boom behind while also pressuring Russia. So there's few civilizations that can do that as well. The shuttles are the perfect answer against the skirms, the strelets. And so I personally favor Gopal in this matchup. That's my take right now. I guess we'll see how. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes.
I think Ethiopia can win this. Gascania is strong, you know. Strelets can mass and be annoying, but they're very vulnerable. And then you can, like you said, you have shock infantry on the other side. It's very scary to do any kind of strelets against shock infantry. It's a risky gameplay. It's like doing strelets is always like, I feel like I'm playing roulette.
Yeah,
especially in the early game. So yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if the Gascania will do well against Russia though. It will help at the beginning with the Cossacks, but then once the Besteros come out, then it is all over for Russia, I think. That's why. But it has to have a perfect gameplay from Gopal as well. I don't know. I've learned how to play Ethiopia, but not with the archers strategy, and I need to learn that. And then
that's a very powerful strat. Very, very powerful strat. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn it. It's very viable.
And they will do all the ABAs on the coin mine, so they're gonna have a very good coin economy as well. They can age up very easy as well. After that, it's more investment. So do you think we're gonna be seeing 700 wood as the first shipment for Ethiopia?
Yeah. It depends. If we go for a forward, very aggressive camp, I think we might see 5 shuttles and 6 shuttles just to raid and kind of deny Russia the blockhouse, or we can see the Big Benny as well. Big Benny is very viable. If you don't trade a lot of cattle in H1, you can send Big Benny, and that's like 700. And then you can send 700 again, or 700 coin. It really depends how he wants to operate. I don't see. I guess we'll see. We'll see where the villagers go.
I remember the build order from Nick now. You send 700 coin first. And then you train 5 Abus. A boom. What is it called?
Abun. Yeah, Abun.
Abun. Yeah, you train Abun. So that's the build order for that I know. So it's an economic one.
It's an economic one. But look, Pistol wants to be aggressive, and that's exactly the problem here. Because if he goes aggressive, his units are going to be Cossacks and Strelets. Gopal, the only thing you need to do, shuttles, a couple of Gaskania, or a couple of riders, and he's going to win that. And he spotted the forward blockhouse. Gopal just spotted the forward blockhouse, so I'm expecting a military shipment for Gopal.
Let's see the reaction here. So putting an arsenal in front, building the forward war camp. I mean, that's ballsy. I don't know. When I play Russia, I'm way more scared than he is.
yeah, you gotta treat it with respect. I mean, that's what happens. A little bit of what happened to one of the other contestants today. He didn't scout the forward aggression against a very aggressive Civ, and you couldn't really answer it, right?
Yeah, I think PistolPete needs to do a lot of Cossacks, so I'm expect to have a stable. There you go. I like that. But he needs to do. I think his Strelets Cossacks would be better. I think if he focuses on the Musk, I don't think he's gonna be able to keep up with the production. But he's going for 700 coin, which I like. This is a very interesting way to play Russia, and it's gonna give a lot of resources to do to pop the Cossacks in mass. That's how you do it normally. So very good start, because then you can put everybody on food and you still have villager production. Otherwise, you just can't keep up with the villager production. And if you don't keep up with the production, you're playing Russia wrong.
Yeah, no, and he's doing Mosque Cossack, which is very valuable. I like that composition. I think that's very safer than going Strelets. But again, you got to be careful because Ethiopia has the Cannoneers as well. They have the Bestados as well, and they do very well against Ruskets. I don't know if they have it, if he has it on deck. Okay, he does not have the Cannoneers. That's a little bit of a problem there.
So he went with the Showtail, so that does favor PistolPete because it doesn't have Strelets. And also, he's not doing the 700 coin. So he's not having any economy behind this, which is I don't like. I would rather have.
He's gonna have the Bestados. Look at that. He's already researching the technology for the Bestados in the church. The church. There you go. Portuguese Crusaders. So he's gonna have that. There you go.
Yeah, but we have a lot of Cossacks, so this is also very scary. I like Russia to put more pressure though, but I need to be around here. Don't leave. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But because he saw the Showtails, I'll be a bit scared to send the 13 Strelets, but I think you have to anyway. He is sending.
Without them, you won't be able to deal with the Gaskinias for sure. Gaskinias are 100% better than those Ruskets, and look at that. Look at the mass coming from Gopal. Gopal is going full in with the Gaskinias. Look at the numbers on those.
Right. We just need to wait for the pop. We just cannot take this. Just poke on from the distance. Musk versus Musk, they should be just fine. We have way more Cossacks, so that's gonna be. I don't know how well they do against shock infantry, but
Cossacks should win that.
Yeah, way too many Besteros. Look how many Besteros you got. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got the majority of those out of the technology, right? So out of the influence. And now he's gonna have to go all in. He's gonna have to go into. That's gonna be a costly trade for those Cossacks. Are gonna die very quickly to Gaskinias.
Yeah.
With micro on the shuttles. Shuttles are going into these Strelets. Look how quickly they're gonna pick up the Strelets. This is why Ethiopia is an excellent choice against Russia. Look, they just melt. It's a 1 or 2 hit, and then it's like nothing. They're still gonna be alive by the end of the game. And
it's gonna be hard to come back from this.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is why I say Russia struggles against Ethiopia. It's because Ethiopia has the perfect unit composition to deal with Russia and aggression.
And mass early as well, cheap units as well. So
Yeah.
it's sort of, I think Ethiopia is just a better with the Portuguese with the Besteros. It's just like you can say that Ethiopia is just a better Russia.
Yeah, well, better Civ. I don't think they're like Russia. I think their units are way more. They're quality units, but the Besteros are kind of cheap. Like, look, 16 damage for what? 40? Is it 30 or 40? 30 food, 30 coin. It's very cheap, very affordable.
Yeah, you got Shotels are better than Cossacks. You got Besteros better than Strelets. You got Gascania is better than Recruits. So it's just a better Russia in that, because that's exactly the same sort of unit comp, and but better units. That's my comparison there. That's just trying to make sense what I was trying to say. Otherwise, it will sound funny. But there you go. So now we're gonna have to do all of this. We lost our forward base. And I think when you lose your forward base with Russia, you kind of lost the game. I feel that Russia is always is an all-in by default, and unless it's a bigger map, you can sort of come back. But on a small map like this, it is a heart of trouble.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to come back on a map like that, and it is possible. But again, you're gonna need to to work really hard to get that. Yeah.
Yeah, Cossacks are better than Shotels, yes, but the Shotels, they are better to depending on the task, right? Because you have to see, like, against a bigger mess like this, when you have a lot of Cossacks, the Cossacks are moving too much, where Shotels just infiltrate everything and they do their job way better, no doubt about. Better pathing. Well, better path in smaller hitbox, that counts. Yeah. But they're not better units per se in H2. They become better, but yeah, you can say that the Cossacks are better, but just Shotels in a big mass, Shotels you just overperform because of the pathing. Just like Timuronas against Hussars, you just better pathing, bro. If you have 10 Timuronas, they can kill Falconets. If you have 10 Hussars, you don't kill Falconets if you have Musketeers in there. This doesn't happen. They have no pathing. They cannot infiltrate. You put Shotels where you want them to be. It does not matter if you have a lot of units. You want to kill Strelas, yeah, you put them right in the middle of those Strelas. You wanna kill Besteros with Cossacks? It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to go through the Cascania first. You can't just send the Cossack like that. That's why I'm saying they're better. And
those Cossacks died because they went right into that mass. Gascanians in melee are scary. They're very scary. It's like a mask. Just don't want to throw all your expensive, because Cossacks are very expensive. You got to remember that they're not cheap. They might be better on paper, but they're very costly units.
You're sending Abels as well. Why? A boom. Sorry.
The boons. Well, the boons are gonna heal, and they're gonna heal those units. And
do they heal at the battle at the same time?
Sorry.
Do they heal when they're fighting or not?
Yeah. While the other units are fighting, they should be able to heal.
No way. This is like unction from Spain.
Yeah.
Look at those guys. No way they can do that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's too much.
So again, you gotta make sure that
that's crazy.
Yeah, I am a big fan of this MU for Ethiopia. Look at this entire mass. There's a lot of there's a lot of
Let's go, Strelas. But you just gotta get rid of those Shotels, then it'll be okay. I think this guy's has to be melee, so the Strelas could be shining. But he's doing a pretty good job here.
Yeah, he's doing well. This position, the double blockhouse, TC muskets. I think that's a good fight for Pistol.
100%. Look at you surviving us very well. Got the militia. That's why I said I like this is the kind of fight I like to call militia on. When the guy is passed by the town center, then every time you call militia, that you can't run away.
Yep.
There's no look at he just completely got cleaned up. The perfect way to call men. Absolutely beautiful defense.
No, he did well. Pistol is not giving up on his opportunity to win this matchup, and very solid defense. A poor positioning by the Shuttles. They got locked up in this very weird place, and effectively got shot to pieces by Musketeers, Towers, and Cossacks. So again, very solid battle. Though Pistol is still trailing behind, right? We can't deny the fact that Ethiopia is still ahead with the TP, with the economy. You just can't deny that. So
I'll be
Pistol has
scared
do
to leave my base. I'm not gonna lie, because I would see the score, and I would know that my opponent is like. The thing is, when I have a mass of strelets like this, they look more scared than they actually are. So you gotta be a bit more careful with this. Like you have 30 strelets, so think that you have 5 musks here.
Absolutely.
If you wanna deal with a cav, that's like 5 musks or less. So, but if you find like a lot of Gascania, yeah, you're happy. But when your opponent sees this much of strelets, what's your first reaction when you see a bunch of strelets in the field?
Well, you gotta run. I mean, strelets are strelets or shuttles. Sorry,
Shotas, you're gonna do shotas, and
shuttles. Yeah, absolutely. Shuttles
you got 13 of them.
Yeah,
that's his. So he's gonna counter you, and then that's why. If I would have seen my opponent, I only have strelets. I'm sieging like 30
he does have a
strelets.
few musketeers. He has a few musketeers, and he's sending reinforcements.
Let's see how.
Bait.
He has 7 here. Yeah.
But he's sending more. I think he has more units on the way. So
it's scary though.
Pistol cannot play that defensively because Ethiopia will continue to scale, right? So they have to make a choice here. Although at the same time, look at the eco. PistolPete is on 37 vills, so ahead in eco, technically speaking. I mean, on vill count.
Spice trade.
Spice trade as well. So
now we got
not looking bad.
Now we got the upgrades for the units, which is nice. I would like to see that upgrade as well, the boyars. Also, that would be nice. Yeah, we just need to use the strelets to poke. Yeah, there we go. Kill those Gascanian. Okay, this is, if Russia loses everything again, that's gonna be so scary.
No, but the position is very good. He has so many muskets here. That's what Russia was missing the first time. They didn't have that musket composition. And again, this is the type of mass that you want to have cannoneers, because if Ethiopia had cannoneers as a card in the back, they'd be shredding this entire musketeer mass in seconds.
It would be focusing on the musk one by one.
One by one, and because they have siege damage and area of attack damage, they would clean. But right now it's just a numbers game, and I think Russia is gonna win.
Look at the healing on this. That's funny though.
I mean, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close. I think if Ethiopia can get a nice pop of shuttles there, I mean, they might be able to win it. But Russia is definitely ahead right now.
Wow, he's gonna win this. That's crazy.
If Russia has the same score as you, you're basically losing the game.
He's ahead. Yeah, that's the thing with Russia. Like a mistake into his base, you lose the game, because they can just remass. And he did so well with the strelets. Like he used it the right way. And now with the 16 recruits, I think he only had to do recruits in Cav now. It should be okay. Oh, he's going. Oh, okay, he's going for the monastery here, and there's a bunch of villas here. 17 villagers. We got 4 over here. Yeah, I think it's lacking the booms early on for Ethiopia. That would have helped him a little bit more. I just think that even with the Besteros, I still would do that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I
mean, I think Gopal could have just aged up, right? He won that battle. Just go age up, get yourself a nice little cannon, and you could have won. And you got a nice little raid by RTS Championships, so that's massive raid.
Thanks for the raid, bro.
Vinicius.
Yeah, big raid from RTS. Thanks, buddy. We are having a cast series. Welcome, everybody. We just this is the final series between Gopal and PistolPete. So now we're getting like so basically PistolPete is sort of coming back after having lost his mass. We have a massive fight over here, lost his forward base, but now look, he's already in the map again, taking map control. And what are we doing here with Russia at this point? So we don't have another shipment. We sent also economy theory in between all this time. So this economy is good because he got spice trades, he's went for economy theory, and he went for New Order regiments and then the economy theory. Now his next card is going to be Boyer. So then he's going to be... so he's sort of alternating now between economy and upgrades, which is exactly what he should be doing with House in the previous game. You know what I mean? Instead of going... Imagine if he played Russia and plays economy theory into the spice trade. He would have lost his game long ago. And that's what happened last game with the House one. Okay, now we are in desperate mode with Ethiopia, but the Cossacks are coming to the rescue, and this is gonna become a problem for Gopal. Damn, there's a lot of units. We got all the Strelets. We do have the recruits as well, but we do have a bunch of archers still. You still have to deal with those bad pathing in here. I think that's the best positioning he can ever take. I don't think he has to move anymore, because you can get many of the Strelets through this hole, but just so many Strelets. The Strelets will trade well against crossbows, and it'll be really hard for him to rematch.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect example of why you shouldn't let Russia outscale you in terms of H2. You can't play H2 forever against Russia. You either punish them in a job or you just go straight FF. Because look at this.
You don't do javelin riders with Ethiopia. No, that's a unit you don't do. You can't upgrade that, and it's not scalable. You just don't do that unit. I mean, that's Nika. I'm taking knowledge from him because he knows it better, because he taught me House, so I'm gonna have to go for what he says. I want to learn the Besteros. I think it's just fun. But Ethiopia, I think it has a more difficulty level to play Ethiopia than House. I think House is a bit more straightforward, as long as you follow those build orders that we know that work so far. Where Ethiopia, there is a little bit more to it. You're losing your cattle. You have to buy them again. You have to early invest on Able, otherwise you don't have any economy and you're behind. So it's a bit harder to play, but I think, like you said, I think Ethiopia still could have won this game.
Yeah, I mean, Ethiopia had a perfect game at the beginning. I think they just threw so many of their units, and then they started mussing the wrong composition as well. It's a sad game to see Gopal lose. I mean, PistolPete has played it extremely well, but I think that Gopal kind of threw this game. He kind of did, and it's a shame because he played it so well at the beginning.
Right. It's like you're trying to finish the game too early.